It's Week 14 of the NFL. And up next are the Texans' sure-handed wide receiver, as utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Texans and the Hawks, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Here's Brown throwing on first down to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
It was a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Looking to throw. Brown. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Brown. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. They go play action here on 1st down. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Calling no gain on that, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's counting their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Brown. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Now Turner throwing to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Turner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Jones has it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense defense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down. It's Harrington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st and 10, Turner. He gets it to Cooks. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Turner. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Operating from the gun, Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
Here's Hill on the return. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He's going to keep this again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
Now a give right side. Harrington. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They went with a run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Hey! No! I'm not fine!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now Brown on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He finds McCoy.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
from 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Turner now off the play fake. Oh, wide open, complete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Teddy Bridgewater, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Justin Herbert with a touchdown pass. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. Turner, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Chase Young.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harrington, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, it's Harrington, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, And it's a loss of 6.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Brown.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
88 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Brown. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Right back to him on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrington. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
To throw is Turner. Looking to throw on second down.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrington.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Harrington. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This complete to Jones. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrington. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 3rd down, it's Harrington, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed a stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem